Almost a year ago, we played Rise of the Ronin. Now, Rise of the Ronin is one of the biggest series we've ever done on this channel. Now, I played a lot of Rise of the Ronin, a lot, and I've done pretty much everything there is to do in that game. But I have an entire playlist dedicated to that, so if you ever want to watch the struggle, you can do that. You just gotta go back and watch it. Now, one of the most challenging things I had to do in that game is doing all the ally missions on midnight solo. Now, one of the hardest ally missions in the game, spoiler alert, is Eternal Night. Now, if you don't know about Eternal Night, let me tell you, I will say Eternal Night will definitely test everything that you learn prior to getting to that mission. A lot of people struggle with Eternal Night. Now, me personally, I'm one of those people. It took me a little bit to beat that. Now, after you beat Eternal Night, that's pretty much your final testing ground. You have to do a lot to even get to that. You pretty much have to replay the entire game to get to that. So I did a lot of that stuff. But there's one thing in Rise that I didn't do, and that's platinum the game. So almost a year later, that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna platinum Rise of the Ronin. So Rise of the Ronin will be the very first game that I've ever platinumed on PlayStation. So right now we're sitting at 40 out of 51 challenges. Maybe only 11 more challenges to get that 100% platinum. We have all the trophies and then we out of here. Now I got a great majority of the achievements just by playing the game and not really focusing on anything in particular. But I played this game a lot. So I'm not really surprised I have a great majority of these trophies. So for the first part of our trophy hunting quest, we're gonna go and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We're gonna go for the cats all over trophy, which is collecting all the cats across all the areas in the game, and the sightseer trophy, which is getting all the photography spots across the map. The most mundane of mundane tasks. I have to do this 100 times. Now, getting all the photography spots and actually finding the cats is really incredibly easy, considering that I have all the maps fully, no fog of war, no nothing. It's about just getting there, not really finding them. Now, one thing that the game does not tell you when it comes to the cats is that some of these cats, you have to kind of stealth your way to them. And if you don't, you have to reload the location and try again. Bro, are you for... Did that cat just run away? Like, why don't they give like a sleeping cat logo or something? Just let me know what I'm getting myself into. When the game doesn't have you sneaking around trying to pick up cats, it just straight up puts cats in war zones. So you have to fight your way to actually pick the cat up. They got me flying in like Batman. I hear that cat under there too. I hear him. I don't need, and I got detected. Of course I did. Bro, I don't care. I'm getting this cat. Is it that deep? Is it really that deep? Get out of my way. I can't even pet the cat. Oh my God. This is ridiculous, bro. Move. All this to pet one cat. This cat has this much security. Bro, it's not that serious. Oh my, leave me alone. Bro, I really died. All this to collect the cats? Whose cat is this? After that, I quickly realized that collecting these cats come with the risk. So I have to make sure my gear is still up to par for this collection process. One thing I really liked about the Rise of the Ronin series when I was making these videos, that people will always ask me all the time, like, what kind of equipment do you run? What kind of build are you running? And it will always start these discussions where we just put each other on just different things that like we may not have tried on our own. So like, it was a lot of camaraderie going on with the community, and I was a part of that. But the biggest thing that I will always be asked is the drip. I used to be putting it on. Every video I had something different. Y'all ain't never seen it before. The gear clearly wasn't a problem. It's the fact that I haven't really done this before. I'm a little rusty. It's been a little minute since I've been on the game, and I've actually had to use the stealth mechanics and had to fight. Sometimes warm-ups are needed. You never know, you have to sneak up on a cat just to get a trophy. Now, second part of my challenge is going around the map taking pictures of historical sites and interesting places. Now, aside of actually finding what I'm supposed to be taking a picture of, there's nothing really challenging about this. Sometimes they will ask you to take pictures at certain times of the day, but it was kind of rare. And doing this made me think about just how much flack this game got when it came to its graphics. I remember people saying this game looked like a PS3 game and that the graphics were just bad, but if you played a Team Ninja game, it's just their style. And it hasn't been a single game that I played by them that has really strayed from this style. So I wouldn't really say the style is old. The style is just unique. Do I feel like it might need an update, you know, to run like a newer engine? Maybe, but for their first open world game, I don't think Team Ninja did that bad. Going around the map made me appreciate the world that they built even more. Now that we got all the searching and exploring out the way, our third challenge we have to do is a friendly neighborhood Ronin. Now this one's pretty straightforward. We have to do all the bond missions in the game. Now bond missions is that extra layer of world building and character development that you always appreciate when it comes to any game that wants you to care about the characters that they created. Now you really shouldn't skip any bond mission in this game, because not only does it give you that extra layer of lore and world building, it also gives you things that you need to progress in the game. Now I did all the bond missions that I personally feel like I needed to do to get things that I wanted, but there are a few that I didn't do. So as of right now, I'm sitting at 50 out of 58 complete. Now, the great thing about Rise of Ronin is that you have Testament of the Soul. Now, after you beat the game, you do pretty much everything that I did, which is everything. You can actually use Testament of the Soul to go back to change some of the decisions that you made in your first, second, or even your third playthrough of the game. And each time you do this, you unlock new paths in the timeline that unlock some things that you may not even have known were even unlockable. Now, the best part about Testament of the Soul is it actually lets you go to the bond mission section. It lets you do every single bond mission that you may or may not have completed. So just like before, we can actually kill two birds with one stone here. So there's a hidden trophy where you have to actually save Soji's life. Now, my original first two playthroughs of this game, I let Soji die. I really did not feel like doing that bond mission. The bond mission itself is actually pretty quick. The only bad part is that you have to fight one of the most annoying enemies in the game, Gensai Kawakami. This man is literally a demon. Gensai can be one of the most annoying and most difficult characters to fight in this game simply because he has a bunch of attacks that are both fast and kind of delayed, so getting the timing down can be kind of difficult. On top of the fact that he has some pretty crazy finishers that will be insta kills on higher difficulties like Midnight. Oh, that's unblockable. Oh, he got me. Oh, I ain't gonna hate on bro. That was kind of hard. God, yeah, I'm so glad I'm not on Midnight. I would have died. I would have had to do this whole thing over again. Luckily for me, when it comes to bomb missions that you've never done before, you actually can't even do them on Midnight. Now, Gensai's unique. He's the only character in the game that has this demon rage form where he just gets ridiculous. Oh, I see them eyes. I see them. Oh, he's finna blitz me. He's finna blitz me. Take him out. Take him out. Take him out. Okay, we good, we good, we good. Luckily, because I'm doing a lower difficulty, it saves a lot of time and a whole lot of effort. It would have took me a little bit of time to pack him up. During that crazy fight, you actually get some medicine that you need to give to Soji so he can actually survive. That mission, I was prompted with the option to let him survive my timeline. And of course, I'm gonna let him survive. I need it for the trophy. Where's my trophy? That's what I like to see. I like that sound. Even after saving Soji's life and completing that bomb mission, the work still wasn't done yet. We have 5 more bomb missions we still had to complete. Thankfully, I got lucky with a lot of these missions. They were far from difficult and they varied in length. Some ranged from just riding the princess around clearing out an area to fighting some of the more difficult opponents that the game has to offer. Really didn't have too many complaints with this trophy in particular. I actually found it kind of fun to go back and see some of the enemies that I thought were really, really difficult. But again, I'm on a lower difficulty, so there's only so much of a challenge you can really offer me. Let me see it. Let me see it. Woo! Another one down. After completing Philly Neighborhood Ronin, I had yet another time-consuming challenge on my hand. Social Climber. For this challenge, I have to take part in a mission with all available allies in the game. It's a total of 32 available allies that you can choose from to take with you in a mission. Only problem is I only can take 2 at a time, but I actually know a little trick to get around that. So instead of taking 16 groups of 2 and completing the fastest mission I could possibly find, I decided to do a little trick where you just go start a mission, choose 2 people, go to the first banner, and every time you want to switch out for it to count for the achievement, all you have to do is go to the banner and switch out your allies. This saved me so much time. Shout out to Reddit, I actually didn't even know about this trick until I found it on there. Now that we did a speed run of what was supposed to be a very time-consuming challenge, now we're down to our last 4 challenges we had to do until we officially platinum the game. So the next 2 we're going to go ahead and tackle is Firearm Genius and Horseback Hero. Now, Horseback combat was one aspect of the game that I really didn't like that much, so I never did it. I feel like it kind of took away from what the combat actually was in this game, and it was great. In order for you to get Firearm Genius and Horseback Hero, you have to receive the highest rank, which is Master, in both Horseback Archery and Firearms training. Now, if you know anything about Rise of Ronin, sometimes getting that Master rank, getting the points required for that can be pretty difficult. But to my surprise, they gave you so much time to hit the target score that I honestly feel like it's impossible to not get the mastery for this. That or I'm just a really, really good shooter. Hey, this is slight. I'm already at 59.89 with 6 seconds left. Wow. All right. That's 7,000. Go ahead and slide me that trophy real quick. Appreciate you. Much like Firearms training, the Horseback Archery is more or less the same. Pretty much, as long as you don't miss, there's really no way you can't hit the mastery score for this. So we went ahead and just blitzed through both of these challenges. Finally, down to our last 3 challenges. The next one we have is Cheater Beater. Now, this one is actually a little funny because this is the only one that actually requires you to have some skill points invested into a skill that allows you to catch cheaters in the gambling den. This skill pretty much allows you to either snitch from the cheater or take advantage of them. It's a win-win in both cases. Now, the gambling den was one thing I never really got into in this game, even though money is kind of hard to make. I just prefer to kind of grind out and make my money rather than go in here and try to make a little buck off this odds and evens game. Now, the worst part about this challenge is the simple fact that I actually was 1 skill point short of maxing out my cheater beater skill, so there's only 2 out of 3. Maybe that would have helped me find cheaters faster, but I had to just keep running through game after game after game until I actually was able to spot a cheater. And when you actually spot the cheaters, they want to fight you after the fact. So you have to fight them, kill them, and then do it all over again until you finally have caught all 5 cheaters. Once I got to that 4th cheater, I got kicked out the den. So I had to go to another gambling den so I can catch my final cheater for the trophy. With those out of the way, we are finally down to the last 2 trophies we need for platinum. So for the first hidden trophy challenge, it's Dive of the Ronin. And surprisingly, this one's really simple. We have to just glide from the elevated deck at the Kiyomizudera Temple. I'm not saying that right, but it's a location. I know exactly where that's at. It's a little deck. Let me jump on this guard real quick. Just glide. We gliding. This is nice. How have I not done this one yet? And for our last hidden trophy that we need to platinum the game, we have Tears of the Blue Demon. The most difficult one because we have to actually beat the Blue Demon on the very first mission of the game. And just to spice things up, I'm actually gonna keep it on midnight. I fought the Blue Demon God knows how many times outside of this, that beating him on the very first mission where he's kind of nerfed, this shouldn't be too hard. I'm gonna blitz this mission completely. I'm not wasting any time killing anyone that's not necessary. I just need y'all to get out my way so I can get to who needs to be killed, which is the Blue Demon. None of y'all the blue. I don't even one hit him. Yeah, okay. See what I'm saying? No, I'm not wasting no time. Let me find a ladder. Now that I've completed pretty much 99% of all the trophies for this game, I was reading back on them. There's only 1 trophy that requires you to even touch midnight. And all you had to do is complete a mission on it. You don't even have to like beat the entire game on midnight. What did I do that for? All right, first we gotta kill Matthew Perry, or try to kill him, because you don't even kill him after this. He just like gets saved by the Blue Demon. I remember when I first did this, like this fight was actually tough. Like getting the timing down for all this stuff. The only bad part of doing this on midnight is that they still kind of do a lot of damage, even though like I'm kind of geared out. And I mean, I was able to beat Eternal Night, but they don't mean that they don't do any sort of damage. Don't do that. I mean, coming back to this game, like my main problem with this game is the fact that they limited it to only PlayStation. I feel like if this game were to be on every single platform, it would have done so much better. Like kind of like with Wulong, my bad. Yeah, kind of like with Wulong. Like Wulong was I think a pretty successful game, all things considered. At least for them, right? This would have been bigger than that. I mean, it's literally bigger than that, but they just limited to just 1 console. I don't know why they did that. Like, they should have been on all platforms. You go and pump fake his death, and there goes our target. There he goes. That's our target. All right, he's gonna do a lot of damage. I'm gonna kind of cheat a little bit. I'm going to boost myself because I don't feel like dying to him. Because he will like 4-hit me if I let him. I don't really want to let him do that. I don't want to do this all over. You know, I ran over here in like 30 seconds. I don't want to do that again if I don't have to. But coming back to this, it sucks that this game never got any sort of DLC of any kind. Even Wulong got, I think, 2 DLCs. This game has been out for about 9 months and I haven't heard any news. I've been checking up on it at all. He's really trying to finish me right there. He's trash. Like, this game got no sort of DLC at all, and I really do think it has a lot to do with the simple fact that, like, at least on a PlayStation side, it didn't do the best. But if they just would have put it on all the other platforms like they did with Wulong, this game would have probably did a lot better. I'm working him right now. I mean, okay, are you gonna do those shadow clones? That's so easy to get rid of. You just parry it 1 time and he just loses them. I have that same move, buddy. You're not special. Look at that. Give me my trophy! Give me my trophy! Rise of the Ronin. It's platinum. Platinum hit. We did it. Rise of the Ronin being the very first game that I platinum is really fitting, considering that I got a lot out of this game, both on the YouTube side and on the enjoyment side. I just really hope that one day we get maybe some sort of sequel to the game. I mean, at this point, I feel like the sequel is the best route to go. But I guess we're gonna just wait and see. If we do get DLC, best believe I'm gonna be on it. If we get a sequel, best believe I'm gonna be on it. Either way, Team Ninja, if you ever see this, whatever game y'all drop, I'm gonna play it without a doubt. Thanks for watching. New to the channel, make sure you consider subscribing. Support is free, so why not support the channel? And with that, make sure you turn on post notifications so you never miss a video. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.